If you clicked on this video, chances are that you have applied to what feels like a zillion jobs in the Canadian job market, yet no interviews. You have customized your resume, tweaked your cover letter, optimized your LinkedIn, and done everything you possibly can to beat the application tracking system, and still radio silence. I get it, and honestly, it's frustrating. 6.5 years ago, when I moved to Canada, I was in the exact same situation. I had the skills, the qualifications, the experience, but no matter how many applications I sent out, my inbox stayed empty. Here is the thing, and today the job market is even tougher than what it was back then. But there was one strategy that I applied that changed everything for me. That strategy helped me get interviews not just for any jobs, but for roles that I was actually targeting for myself. And today, in this video, I am going to share that strategy with you. Hi, my name is Nidhi Mehra. I'm a marketing professor teaching postgraduate students, and after working in multiple jobs in Canada, I am starting my YouTube journey as a content creator. So stick around, watch this video, and if you like it, don't miss out to hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll make sure that I continue to provide value. Let's jump in. First, let's understand the reality of the Canadian job market. Canada is a country built out of immigrants. Every year, we welcome highly skilled professionals and international students, making the competition in the job market fierce. And right now, with layoffs and company restructurings, number of people applying for fewer roles is higher than ever. In Canada, any job can easily get hundreds, if not thousands of resumes. Now think for a second. If a recruiter receives 1,200 resumes for a single job posting, do you really think that they are going to read all the resumes manually by themselves? The answer is no. And that's why companies leverage application tracking system to filter out candidates even before these resumes are seen by a human. So, even if you have tailored your resume to the T, you are still at the mercy of an algorithm. And even if you are qualified enough, your resume may still not be seen by a human. Now, on top of that, what if I tell you that there are lots of jobs in the market that never make it to the job boards? They are filled even before they are posted. Yes, the term is hidden job market. I believe you might have heard about it, but if you haven't, let me explain. Because hidden jobs are a reality. So, what exactly is a hidden job? A hidden job is a job that's not posted on a job board or a company website, but the need for the talent exists internally in the company. Here is how it works. Once a job or a position becomes available, the first people to know about it are internal employees. And then they all start tapping into their network to find potential candidates to fill this job position before making it public. They start reaching out to people they already know and, more importantly, trust. And if you are not part of that network, you may never even hear about that job. Now, this is where things get even trickier for newcomers to Canada. In one's home country, networking happens organically. Because you grew up in that country, you had your family, your friends, your schoolmates, your colleagues. Everybody was there in the same place. So networking happened naturally without any thought or effort. But in a new country like Canada, you don't have that established network. You don't have the built-in connections that come from years of living or working in the same place. And that's why you'll have to start from scratch. So in Canada, you have to network deliberately. That means you have to be intentional about it. And for some, this might be very uncomfortable. In fact, you may you may not be even sure about what this networking really is or how do you go about it. Now let's take a pause for a second and talk about how we have established the challenges of the job market in Canada, whether it's having your resume seen by a human or accessing the hidden jobs or building one's network in a new country. Let's dive into the what and the how of networking, and I'll show you how you can build connections that you need to succeed. Networking is not about asking for a job. It's about building relationships and helping people in your industry get to know you before they need you or you need them. Think about networking as in visibility with intention. You try to get on the radar of people who can actually influence your career, sometimes directly, but oftentimes indirectly. That could mean people like your peers, your mentors, your alumni, or sometimes even hiring managers. Now, let's take an example. Let's say you are a newcomer or an international student looking for a job. You have already applied to 100 plus jobs in the last 3 months and have got zero interviews. You are qualified, motivated, and ready to go, but you are stuck because you are waiting for that one opportunity. And that opportunity won't come unless and until you get an interview. Now, what networking says here is that instead of being behind the screen and trying to generate those zillions of resumes and applications, you try and get in front of the people by reaching out to them, by connecting with them, by having coffee chats with them. This networking will create conversations, open doors for you. And these conversations will actually help you with visibility and opportunities that no online application can match. Now, we will look into how do you actually network. Now that we understand what networking is, let's talk about how to do it. Here is a simple 3-step process that I followed when I wanted to break into my industry. Step number 1, identify the right people. Start by shortlisting industry, organizations, and roles that you are targeting for yourself. For example, when I wanted to get into advertising technology industry as an account manager, I didn't just look at the jobs. I identified advertising technology companies and the people who were working in those companies as account managers. By doing this, my approach was very focused rather than randomly reaching out to everybody on LinkedIn. Now, step number 2, personalize your outreach. Once you identify the right people, instead of sending them a blank connection request on LinkedIn, send them a personalized invite because you will never get a second chance to make that first impression. And if LinkedIn somehow doesn't allow you to send a personalized invite, find out their email addresses. Go on Google and try to find some resources which can get you professional email IDs of people. An example would be hunter.io. This way, your outreach would be more genuine and effective. Step number 3, try to have a conversation. Networking isn't about collecting connections on LinkedIn. It's about building relationships. So, if you are going to a networking event, instead of collecting business cards of 500 people and never reaching out, focus on having deeper conversation with a few key people. This way, you will build relationships that you can leverage and that can be mutually beneficial in the long run. Now, you're going to ask me, how does this help? If you network consistently, week after week, conversation after conversation, you are doing two powerful things here. Number one, you are refining your communication. Whenever you meet somebody who's a stranger and a professional, you practice your elevator pitch, you articulate your value, and you gain confidence. And then when you finally get that interview, your elevator pitch sounds so natural rather than a script that you remember. Number two, and which is even more important, you are spreading awareness about your skills and availability. And this is crucial because people in the industry, in your industry, actually need to know about you because they have the insider information about the job market. So if you are a marketing professional, it's people who are working in the marketing domain in Canada who need to know about you and not just the recruiters because they know who's hiring, what skills are in demand, and what roles are opening up. And that's why networking is so very crucial to get that job. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you found it helpful. Now, I want to hear from you. If you have any feedback, questions, or thoughts, make sure you drop them in the comments below, and I'll make sure that I answer any questions that there are. And you never know, you might inspire my next video. And if you like what you watched, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on my future videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.